Hi guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Wednesday, the 25th of November 2020. I'm sorry about yesterday's video. I got a new camera and it's a little bit overly ambitious in the technology. It's not even supported by YouTube. So it was like HDR, super clear and everything. And then I uploaded it and you couldn't even see it. So I'm sorry about that. I'm going to use my deck again, the Gregory Tarot. Let's see what the cards... Oh, and thank you for the comments, guys. I think I will order some more from Los Scarabeo, and I'll sign some of them if you want a signed copy, and I'll make them available on my website. So I will let you know when that happens. I'll get in touch with Los Scarabeo. I'm just laughing because they'll be thrilled to hear from me. Okay, we got the Ten of Swords. It's not that bad, I'm exaggerating, I don't, you know. Then we have the Nine of Pentacles and the Tower. Okay, so let's see what this means. First of all, the Ten of Swords, not traditionally, I think, the most popular card in the deck of tarot cards. I really like the Ten of Swords, and if you don't mind me saying so myself, I particularly like my own version of it, because what we've tried to do here, the Ten of Swords is about worry and concern and really feeling at rock bottom. But what we've done here is, first of all, we've put this mask in. And when you're worrying about something, it's a fallacy, because you don't really know what is good and what is bad. You have no idea. So, you know, if you your car gets stolen, it may seem like the worst thing ever. But on the other hand, it might free you up to actually move. Or if something great happens, like you get you're accepted onto some sort of course, and you think that is the absolute best thing that's happened. You're going to get all the information you need to be successful. And then it turns out that your teacher is some sort of, I don't know, cult leader, and he totally brainwashes you. And it turns into something awful. So you have no idea. We also have this giant mirror where the swords are seen. They're not actually on her in reality. And I was trying to convey that worrying is, again, not something that's appropriate or useful in any way, because it's an illusion. You're only worrying about things that you see as good or bad, that you've judged, that you feel are hanging over you, and then you use those and you weaponize them against yourself to say, oh my God, dread, worry, I have to be really concerned if I'm going to succeed, or if I'm going to get out of this, or if things are going to be better. Then we've got this young woman dressed in this beautiful kind of violet, pinkish, purple color. And she is not only in touch with herself, so she goes beyond herself, her lower self, so to speak. And she says, my thoughts and my worries are not me. I connect with something higher, and that's why it's kind of pink, because traditionally the pink color has to do with the crown chakra that connects you to the higher realms. And she's also referring to a book. Someone else wrote this book. She must have ordered it or gone to a library to pick that up. And it's a way of connecting with the outside world. So what she's choosing to do is to not believe everything that goes on in her own head, which is a good thing to do. Just because you think it does not make it true. And that is really right. That's very on point as far as I'm concerned. So she's ignoring her own thoughts, and she's reading something by someone who may have been in the same situation and who is educating her about a different way of thinking, a different way of looking at things, so that she can get these swords back, or that she can combine them into one sword, and she can recapture her own power and use her thinking to make sense of what's going on and to free her instead of oppressing her. And that right thinking leads to the Nine of Pentacles, one of my favorite cards in this deck. We've got this young man here surrounded with wealth and money, and the Nine of Pentacles is usually a beautiful woman surrounded by wealth, and she's got a falcon sitting on her wrist, and that's a symbol of discipline and hard work. He's dressed in this finery here. He's got all this money, and he has done that through hard work and through working his way through negativity. So he may, let's say he got rich by starting a business. His friends or his family may have said, you are never going to amount to anything. We have no faith in you whatsoever. And you might as well just forget it, worry, be negative, and just kind of forget any hopes and dreams you have. And he refused to do that. He said, well, actually, I'm going to, well, thank you for sharing, first of all, but I'm not going to accept that. I'm going to do my own thing because I have ideas and I have things which I can influence. I've got energy that I've been given by the universe, and I'm going to use that in a way to overcome the negativity and to replace it with wealth and security and abundance. And that's really important, because if you look at things correctly and you reserve judgment and you say, I don't know if everything is good or bad, all I can do is I can accept the way things feel and I can continue on regardless of what my circumstances are. So it's that idea of you have everything that you need right now and you don't need to strive towards anything. All you need to do is use the energy that you've been given in a way that pleases you, and you're going to end up in a situation that you are content with. Finally, we've got the Tower. And I like a bit of drama, so we've made this very dramatic. I told the artist that I wanted something like the ivory tower from the Never-Ending Story. Someone who seems really, really detached. So we've got this huge tower. Totally, it's above the clouds. And you're elevated to the point where you've got nothing to do with the real world. And what I want this card to be about, and what I like, is that it says that if you have these otherworldly expectations of yourself, firstly, it's super isolating to sit in your own little ivory tower above the clouds, because, you know, how do you get to the local market? You're going to have to take the elevator all the way down and connect with people on what seems like a whole different planet. So one, excessive judgment is going to feel really oppressive. Taking your ideas and weaponizing them against yourself by setting standards that you can never ever reach is also something that's super oppressive and that alienates you and makes you feel like it's only you. Only you can do this. No one else can help you. You're on your own. And I don't know about you, but I don't find that very supportive. And we've put her in this red dress because it's her ambition and her drive to get to these otherworldly heights that drives the whole building of this tower, but it traps her at the same time. She's confined in this thing once she's built it, and it's not that enjoyable. So the Tower is actually, in this deck, a sign that you can let go of these otherworldly expectations. And it's not a bolt of lightning that she's creating, it's something that's external. So the universe is giving you a chance to see things clearly and to see things in the correct way so that you can liberate yourself from your own negative, oppressive thinking, and you can give yourself the time and space and just the ability to go, oh, I'm okay. I'm okay in the here and now, and I can take one step and another step, and those little steps are going to lead me to being the person I want to be without lofty, unattainable goals and ideals, without torturing myself in the process and making my everyday experience miserable until I get to a position of wealth or power or good looks or whatever it is that seems so important but really isn't. Because again, he's great looking, he has money, he's in this amazing environment. We're not talking about the fact that when he goes out, everyone hits on him and it's super uncomfortable, or that all the relatives are hitting him up for money, or that he needs to spend 5 hours, I mean, I'm exaggerating again, but he needs to spend 5 hours in the garden every day to keep it pruned and looking good. I mean, you can look at things from lots of different angles, and everything that seems to be so clear and black and white really isn't. There are gray areas. Nothing is 100% good or 100% bad. And if you want to make progress today, it's just the willingness to accept that you don't have all the answers yet, and you don't need to flog yourself because of that. And you don't need to set these goals which are completely unreasonable, and it's okay to be you. Wow. That's a really nice message. And what I'm feeling intuitively, or what I'm being told, is that when you accept yourself for who you are, that's when you can really thrive and flourish in the way you're meant to. When you put all this pressure on yourself, you can't really achieve, because you're doing things that you don't even know you want. And it just becomes something completely other. And it's only by accepting that you can be the best version of yourself and make yourself happy. Because also the Tower, she may have built this thing because she read a fairy tale or watched the Never-Ending Story, or because she was told that she is so exceptional and special that she really needs to achieve something so wonderful that no one else can even touch her. And that has nothing to do with her. That's something that's been hammered into her brain from other people's faulty beliefs or thinking. So you really get your power back to think for yourself. Number-wise, we've got 10 and 9 is 19. And 16 is what? I'm having a blank. 16 is 35. Is it 35? Yeah, 16. Yikes. And 10 is 26. And 9 is 35. 3 and 5 is 8. And 8 is power. So the power lies within you. And you can only be truly powerful when you make friends with yourself and you integrate and accept yourself, and then you can act from a place of authenticity and real strength. Have an amazing day. I really hope this video quality is okay for today's reading. If you would like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via my website. It's gregoryscott.com. On the front page, you'll see a button that says book your reading. If you want to speak to me about your life purpose or your goals, the future, what you would like to see happening, if you want to move, if you are questioning when that would be ideal, or if you're looking at timings, what's going on in your health or your relationships or your family life, or if you have any questions at all, then just click on that button, book your readings to order your appointment with me. If you like this video, then please click the like button, hit subscribe and share it online. Have an amazing day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.